You know how people say they can tell their life story in 6 words? I think Hillman's life story is 2 words, quietly determined.
My name is Hillman Curtis. I'm a filmmaker, author, and new media designer.
He never graduated from college. He was in a rock band called Mrs. Green that got a European tour, and he decided he was leaving.
We got dropped from MCA Records. I didn't have a clue. I was 31.
It was a deep grief, really. The end of a dream. There was a bit of a tech thing happening, and there was this school that was teaching Photoshop. He had a curiosity.
I was at Macromedia. This being my first real job, I saw stuff I liked. They acquired Flash. It was less code-dominated and more about a timeline. I quit Macromedia, we moved to New York City. I started a design shop.
And that was a game changer.
Pretty soon I had 18, 20 people, and we were designing huge sites.
Hillman had become quite unhappy. He had had this history of sort of hitting a wall and going, I simply must try something else.
I always wanted to do film, and I was afraid to do it.
He got the idea of the artist series through Stefan, who was a friend of his.
He asked me if he can do some sort of portrait. I said yes right away because I really liked him. He could really listen. He had an instinct for getting a person.
Ultimately, it comes down to story, and that's stronger than any technology.
He saw an opportunity for video on the web.
I could just take this relatively small camera, attach a shotgun mic, and start filming whatever I wanted. And then I could put it online. I didn't have to ask permission from anyone.
If you read some of the biographies of directors, you might come away with the impression that you basically need to be an asshole to excel. I think Hillman pretty much proved that's not necessary. He was no James Cameron, that's for sure.
If I look at myself and I say, what's my theme over the last 9 years? It's reinvention.
He had some idea that he wasn't going to live a long life. He wanted to get a lot done, and he got a lot done.
The Happy film was also a huge challenge for him. We were struggling. He had much bigger battles to fight.
When you get a terminal diagnosis, obviously everything's distilled, and it's just a matter of, what do you want to do? He wanted to work. Some of the best work that he did came after that diagnosis, and some of the most cohesive. That seemed, again, like this sort of recommitment to what he always wanted to do.